Apostle Paul in 2 Timothy 4 verse 7, Prophet T.B. Joshua can testify that I have fought the good fight. I have kept the faith. I have finished the race. Life of Prophet T.B. Joshua clearly teaches us that if God is involved in your matter, it does not matter who else is involved.
Fears, little foxes that destroy the vine. Have a lovely day, all the lovers of truth, because it's only the truth that can set you free from any bondage, any entanglement, in short, any fears. According to Evangelist Chisom of Synagogue Church of All Nations, fear is anything that changes your focus, anything that increases the size of your enemy. That is to say, anything that comes between you and your destiny. We are hereby called to live above our fears. And the truth is that God has said, "Fear not, for I have overcome the world." Do not therefore allow fear to prevent you from serving God. Do not allow fear to prevent you from reaching your God-set goals. That is to say, attaining your destiny. No. I've seen somebody, yes, the person was once a womanizer, but now a repented Christian. But he's so afraid to come out and preach the gospel or say openly, "I'm a Christian," because of what people will say. You see that? Because of his past life. No. You should not allow fear to hinder you from doing the work of God. Yeah, I've also seen a thief, but within him, his mind is pushing him to go out and preach the gospel. The fear of what people will say, fear of being rejected, seem to be stopping him. People can talk, you know. People will surely talk. But as late Prophet T.B. Joshua said, and I quote, "Man's rejection provokes God's direction." I will suggest you live above your fears. As the evangelist read from 1 Samuel chapter 17, David ignored the size of the giant Goliath and went into action by which he made history. We all know the story of David, how David brought down the giant Goliath. David did not consider the size of the man, of the giant in front of him. David was seeing the size of his God, and that pushed him to go into action with just his catapult. You see, you have no excuse. You have no excuse, my dear, to allow fear to stop you. Sometimes let us overlook the size of challenges we have, the size of the enemies surrounding us, but focus on the mightiness of our God, who is more than able to give us victory. While doing all this, we have inner peace. When you consider the size of your God, if you know whom you serve, you will surely have inner peace. God Himself tells us to fear not, that He has overcome the world. And all those things that cause us to fear are connected to the world only. You cannot hear of shame in heaven, cannot hear of failure over there. No. You cannot hear of rejection there. No way. All those things are things of the world, and God has overcome the world. Have faith. Have faith. There is nothing difficult for God to do. Just make sure you hear from Him. You heard what I said? Make sure you hear from Him. If He says go, my dear, keep going. Keep moving. Don't look back. Go without fear. If He says speak, my dear, voice out, not minding what people will say. Voice out, speak, not minding the attacks that might come to you. Except you are one of those who call Jesus small man. Because there's a song people sing, they say Jesus is a big man, but those who don't know Him call Him small man. Except you are one of them. Evangelist Chisom has spoken the mind of God by telling us to live above our fears, whatever it might be. Our God is bigger than all our fears. See? Our God is bigger than all our questions, bigger than everything. God is bigger than every mountain I cannot see. He's bigger than all our worries, bigger than all our fears. God is bigger than every mountain I cannot see. I believe the words of this song, and that strengthens me whenever fears lurk around. I don't know about you. You can change from today. You can live above your fears from today. That is the message from Evangelist Chisom of Synagogue Church of All Nations. Be blessed.